Guten Tag, Porsche fans. So what we have here is a loose Kyosho branded model. This is of the 997 series Porsche 911s, and it's the GT3R Hybrid. So there's a hybrid powertrain here that was developed by the Williams F1 team. It uses a kinetic recovery system of a flywheel instead of batteries. So I guess there's a flywheel spinning around instead of storing energy with momentum. I might be totally wrong, but that's my interpretation of the internet. Anyways, besides the engine itself, which is a 4-liter flat 6 in the rear, making 500 horsepower, there's 2 electric motors as well, driving the front wheels, and those 2 motors total out to 219 horsepower. So this thing is making over 700 horsepower, which is pretty cool, I think. And it was not a bad car as far as racing goes. In a 2011 American Le Mans Series event at Monterey, it started in last place in its class, and then it finished ahead of all the other GT cars in its class. So it seems to be a pretty interesting technology. I mean, it's basically all-wheel drive, right? So, but to do it with a kinetic recovery system and electricity is pretty interesting, I think. The model, the car itself, I mean, it came out in 2011 and it was sold up until it came out in 2010, and then I think it ended its life in 2011. It might have been just a 1-year stint. But anyways, let's take a look here at the model. First of all, let's compare it to the photos here. Now, obviously, this is a white model. I'm not sure if Kyosho made one with his livery. Knowing them, they probably did. But I just picked this model up loose here locally. I think it looks like it. At least that view there. Okay, what about the rear view here? Let me go in a little better here. You got these vents in the back there, the center exhaust tips, the vents in the middle of the rear, the high wing. Granted, the wing struts are not accurate, but this is not an expensive model from my experience with the Kyosho. I wouldn't be surprised if this model was like $8 or something like that when it was sold at retail. Alright, well anyways, let's take a closer look even further. Let's just get this camera down here. Okay, so, well, we got these BBS style wheels. Now in the real car, the center nuts here would be colored either blue or red depending on the side of the car, but Kyosho didn't do that. But again, for the price, I think it's alright. We do have some black paint in the vent there, so that's pretty good. These door handles are sticking out a little bit. That seems somewhat accurate. Although, there should be some recesses for the hands to grab this handle. So it's not the best door handle I've seen from Kyosho. They've done better before. Okay, yeah, the black paint is back there as well, in the vent there, so, okay. And there's some ribbing here in the racing windows. It looks pretty accurate. There's a printed on graphic here. This must be for the fuel filling. Alright. Let's see here. So these interesting mirrors here. They're kind of blobby. Well, they are kind of like the photograph. You could always rewind and double check again, or I'll show this again next to the photos at the end. Okay, so what do we have here? There's like a big black oval here. I don't know what that would be for though. And then some NACA ducts, no paint though. Some ribbing here, no paint though. But the headlights are nice, and the Porsche crest is pretty good. For a white car, it's alright. It's not filling in the gaps too much. Here it's filling it in, but up here it's okay. I think gravity itself pulled the white paint there. And unfortunately, it seems to be an imperfection here. Some sort of a contaminant or something. These little nose canards are, they're pretty nice actually. The black paint's pretty good. This is chipped though, but again, it's probably the previous owner. Maybe they dropped the model or something like that. So I'm not going to hold that against Kyosho. Black paint in these vents, so that's pretty good. And this is kind of weird actually. This is just a printed on graphic. Usually Kyosho would have like a piece of plastic or it'd be part of the base pan and poking through the casting. But for this one, oh, I see. When I look at the photo of the real car, there's a mesh screen in front of this vent. So I think they're trying to simulate the mesh screen, which is actually following the body contours. So that's the logic behind that, I'm guessing. Okay, well anyways, let's go to the back here. So yeah, the skeletonized struts are pretty much impossible at this price point. But the wings aren't particularly thick, so that's good. I mean, this plastic is pretty thin here on the side and the main wing itself, so that's pretty good. Let's try to focus here in the middle here. So it says GT3R Hybrid, looks pretty good. The black paint in these thin vents is pretty good, and I think those vents are actually kind of molded in. They're depressed. I can kind of feel a ridge here, so that's really impressive. We got some red paint here for the third brake light. That's good. These exhaust tips look good too. Look at the depth of those. So they're silver and black in the middle, so that's pretty realistic. And really small black paint in these thin vents, so that's pretty nice to see. Okay, so we got a relatively flat bottom, which makes sense for a race car, and it makes sense to have slicks on the race car as well. This one is screwed together. Kyosho is really weird. Like half of the models are screwed together, half of them are that rivet thing where they're pressing the casting. I prefer screws in case you want to like add some color to the interior. This whole wing is a separate piece, but it's not too loose. Okay. Oh, well now I'm looking at the side window here, and there's actually a roll cage with the mesh, like one of those nets, you know, because I'm guessing this side window must roll down. Interesting. Let me get a flashlight here. Sorry, flashlight was over there. So look at that, right? That's the first. I don't think I've ever seen a Kyosho with a mesh. I've seen some with roll cages, but not the mesh. And then the driver's seat is on the left-hand side, so maybe this is an American Le Mans car. And then there's no seat obviously in the racing side, being a stripped out race car. And you can see the cross brace of that roll cage there. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Well, there is a center windshield wiper I didn't even talk about. It is dimensional. Look at that. It's raised up and it's painted black, so that's pretty good. Oh, there we go. Oh, I think that round thing with the ribs is part of the KERS system, the kinetic energy recovery system. Maybe that's the flywheel. So inside that thing is a weight spinning around, and when it needs power again, it becomes a motor, or it becomes a generator. So that's pretty cool. Interesting that they put that in there. I would have assumed that thing would have been somewhere underneath the bodywork and not on the inside of the interior. Okay, well, always learning through diecast apparently. So we got the stripped out interior there in the back. There's really good detail for the back of a car with no engine right there. I mean, the engine cover is right there, but yeah, that's pretty good detail. Okay, so cool. Very cool. Alright, but now I'm noticing, well, I kind of feel like there should be paint there, but I don't see any sort of indicator on the racing car photos, so I guess that's okay. Alright. And then also there are some like little projector lights here on the racing car, but maybe that's just one specific racing car, not all of them. I don't know. Okay, well let's pan back out here so you can look again with the photographs, and put this on the Spinderella here. Got a little dyno on here since it's making a lot of power. So I gotta say, it's definitely a nice model. You know, it's got a paint chip, but I think that's probably, well, I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt to the previous owner doing that instead of Kyosho making a mistake in their production. So I think in generally made out pretty well. I don't see any paint bubbling or gouges or casting problems. And usually white cars are really hard to paint the zinc evenly, so I don't see too much of the zinc behind, you know, showing through the paint on this. So it's actually a really great model. I think I lucked out. So, alright guys, well, I'll see you guys in the next one. So thanks for watching.